Good morning, sports fans. We are live for the first game of the bronze medal round of the 2026 CEWHA National Championship. The matchup consists of the London Holy Rollers versus the Ottawa Capitals. We have Robbie Hernandez in possession of the ball in his own zone.
And a broken stick right off the rack. This has been the tournament of broken sticks, Adam.
Yeah, 100%. Well, we're trying some new sticks out. Now, that's not one of the new ones.
So London's going to have to make some changes here. Susie Mathias is going to be coming off, I believe. Yeah, it looks like Gary Whitfield, the Beard, coming in on D.
Looks like the Holy Rollers are trusting Hernandez with the face-off. Osborne in possession in his own end. Looking for the pick from Judge, but she misses it. Pass up to Hernandez. Lamberson now in possession in his own end. Taking the lead from Kellen Schleier. Dump ahead.
Big flop there. Just wide of the net by Chris Osborne.
Hernandez pass back, completely missed. Now there's a race for the ball between Osborne's going to win it and Schleier. Osborne in possession in his own end. Coming around his net. Nope. Turns back, looks for an option, and a forward pass into the lap of Matt Lamberson. Picked up by Malachi. Around the outside now.
Coming up the top, looking for a flop if he can make it. His brother giving some nice defense there. But Robbie Hernandez gets his wheel in the way.
Malachi on the boards.
Erden getting his stick in there. He is a tough customer. Gets that blade going. You'd be surprised the strength he can get under.
Oh, Erden knocks it back to Malachi. Shot on net. Stopped by Whitfield.
The Beard comes up big.
Lamberson pass back to Schleier. Oh, pass missed. Osborne looking to intercept, but Schleier returns the ball. Hernandez now forward pass on to Osborne. Osborne turns back. Looking for the pass. Missed by Hernandez. Matt Lamberson picks off Robbie Hernandez brilliantly. Allows Malachi to advance the pass for Erden. Intercepted by Osborne.
Osborne coming around the net with the ball. Circles back. Pressure coming from the Capitals. Looking for a line. Flips it down. Almost on net, but just a little bit too wide. Quick change here by the London Holy Rollers. Susie Mathias is back out now. Lamberson coming up the wing. Circles back. Trying to find some room. Pops in around his brother, as is tradition. Lamberson wheeling, dealing, off his brother. Lamberson's trying to pull it back here now. Circling on the line. Schleier trying to set the pick for him. Susan Mathias getting in there right off the bat. Robbie Hernandez picks up the loose ball, goes for a run, takes a flick into the corner. Ozzy going into the corner. The Wizard of Oz picks it up. Gets sandwiched immediately by the Capitals. He somehow pulls it out, though. But Lamberson picks it up. He's on the move. He's got an angle on Judge. He's coming in. He shoots. Big save by Melissa in net. Scramble in front. Ball squirts out. Susie Mathias picks it up onto the stick of Ozzy Osborne.
Schleier now on his forehand. Circles inside. Over to Mathias' sticks. Her stick's off again.
Oh, no, it's actually fallen back in. I think it's okay. Oh, that looks like it is a covered ball. Big, big save there by the keeper. of the London Holy Rollers. So the beard is back out. Susie Mathias has gone off again for some stick repairs. Face-off scrambled down back into the capital zone.
Schleier circling around on the outside. On his forehand where he wants to be. Looking for a sweet spot. There's the shot. Blocked by the beard.
Ball squirts out back into the corner. Ooh, another shot, but
on,
just
off the
wide.
back of the net. Lamberson pass into the corner. Picked up by Osborne. Looking for an outlet pass for Hernandez.
Up it goes. Hernandez is on it, but it looks like Lamberson's going to get there first.
Lamberson pinches Hernandez off brilliantly. Schleier now looking to come up the outside wall. Pinched off by Osborne.
Osborne trying to push it through. Gets it down low to Hernandez, but Schleier's going to beat him to it.
Schleier now on the outside. Lobs it up for Malachi. Here comes a shot.
It's in the net.
And it's in the net. We have a first goal of the game from Malachi Lamberson.
Right through the wickets.
What a great goal from Malachi Lamberson. This is what we've come to expect of a superstar like him, number 13. Just sees a tiny little hole and puts it right where it needs to be.
That was a very precise shot there. Not too much muscle, just feathers it in.
That's the thing about a player like Malachi Lamberson. His ability, he's so gifted that it hides his limitation.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We try not to focus on the limitation, but the ability, and Malachi's the sort of player that exemplifies an immense amount of skill, and which hides his limitations.
Oh, here
he comes again. Malachi going for two.
Big stop.
Schleier in possession now in the corner. No one going after Schleier. And Schleier tries to bank it in front of the net, tries a Plinko goal, but it ends up on the stick of Lamberson. Deflection onto the back post. Atinj Erden in his home base.
Ooh, big swing there by Erden. Just not quite able to push it through.
Lamberson stops. Hernandez outlet pass on the outside boards, picked up by Schleier.
Oh, here goes Ozzy. Can't quite get there in time. Lamberson's going to go for a little walk here. Can't quite get it through,
Osborne panic dumps onto the stick of Schleier.
Ozzy's now got it. It's coming off the wing. He's got a bit of room here. Can he get it on net? He does. It's in.
First goal.
Top cheddar for the Wizard of Oz.
Tie game. But would you expect anything less?
Nope. This is
in a bronze opener.
This is going to be a high-scoring affair, I suspect. Woe be to the goaltenders.
Well, this is a return matchup of the last tournament gold and silver medalists.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The Holy Rollers and the Capitals know each other well. And you can kind of see that playing out. You see some of the tactics shifting as the game is worn on.
A lot of calm with the approach, just capitalizing on errors.
Yep, absolutely. And not a lot of nerves. I think both of these teams look like they're playing with house money at this point. I think they would have rather been in the gold medal game. But they're happy to walk away with any medal they can get.
Bronze is better than fourth.
That's what I've always said. I live by those words, Adam. So, face off again, deep in the Holy Roller's end. Scrambled by Ozzy.
Hernandez turning back to his forehand. Lob ahead.
That's a long shot down into the corner.
And Osborne getting a capital sandwich. He just decides to hold back to stay on top of the play. Doesn't want to get trapped. Oh, ball's in the crease. Oh, and we have a second goal by the Holy Rollers.
The Rollers poke another one in. That was a masterful dump and poke by Hernandez and Osborne. We've been looking for that all tournament.
These Capitals are such a tight team that it looks like, at least on that play, the Rollers are looking to do stretch passes and spread the Capitals out so they can't do those sandwich plays.
Absolutely. I think, you know, if you were watching yesterday in the game between the Capitals and the Calgary team, it was high forecheck. All man in on the forecheck every single time.
100%. Now we've got Hernandez on Schleier. Schleier comes away with the ball on the outside wall.
Squeezed off. Tries to center it right onto Osborne's stick. Osborne pulls it back. Now he's in a stick battle with Lamberson. Pushes it through. Is Hernandez able to get to it?
Oh, a shot by Osborne.
Osborne just missed.
About 4 inches over the top corner.
Just got that pitching wedge under it. Scramble draw once again into the corner and goes.
Now we've got Lamberson coming around following the train of Schleier. This is the game style that they want, but Hernandez gets out in front of the train.
It's bottled up and Hernandez recovers.
Oh, bobbled.
Pushes it forward to Ozzy. Oh, nope. Hernandez is going to pick it up. But Cheeseman is right on him.
Tries for a pass, but the stick of Lamberson gets in the way. Now the ball's on the stick of Schleier. Lamberson leading Schleier. Schleier on the outside.
Oh, I see an arm going up here. I think that might be a Hernandez. I believe that call was on Hernandez. Oh.
It was.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, it was. So, scramble draw. Holy Rollers now on the back foot. Out it goes, down the court.
Cheeseman in possession. No, he leaves it for Schleier. Schleier picking it up on his forehand where he wants to be and going for a run. Shot, just wide. Osborne battling in a sandwich now between Lamberson and the Big Cheese. Looks like Lamberson has the ball.
Big battle in the corner there. Ref watching carefully over. Doesn't want anyone moving the boards. Ozzy's pulling it out, though. He gets it out, pushes it forward, going for a run. He has an angle. Does he have a shot? He does. Just off the wheel. The Bertrand coming up big for the Capitals. Circling back, Schleier moves just past Judge. Looking at the net, throws it on, and it's in. Helen Schleier ties it up on the power play, making the Rollers pay for that penalty on the boards. That's just how this game can go. You get one opportunity at the one end, and then the Capitals come back and bury on the counterattack.
A little more discipline on behalf of the Holy Rollers is required here if they want to stay in this game. The Capitals wasting no time to capitalize on that error.
Yeah, that was actually Schleier's sweet spot there. Coming in off that left wing board, got a ball on his stick, plenty of leverage, able to just flip it right in the wide open net.
100%.
Schleier circles around, looking for a way out. Finds a way, throws it up to the Cheeseman.
Pass ahead for Cheeseman. He gets pinched off by Judge. Scrum at near half court, far side boards. Looks like Osborne is fighting with Lamberson off to Hernandez.
The little guy trying to battle his way through. Takes Schleier's stick with him. Has an angle. Takes a wing at it. Not through.
Cheeseman's on his own.
He's got a run on it, though. He's going to put it on net. And it's in.
And it's in. The Big Cheese takes the lead for the Capitals.
Pockets it. A beautiful shot by the Cheeseman.
Beautiful goal.
And just
look
like
at
that,
the smile.
It's 3-2.
Very much deserving.
Happy kid right there. Beautiful shot. Puts it right through the 5-hole.
As I said before, the Capitals will capitalize on any error, and the Rollers were just a little bit out of position, and Cheeseman took the cheese to the net.
Buried it. Absolutely. And just like that, after the one period, the Capitals coming out on top 3-2, but there is still a lot of hockey left.
So, as we enter the first intermission of our final day, we would like to take this opportunity to thank our platinum sponsor, Ellis Don, building on great relationships with Ellis Don. The CEWHA has enjoyed this 3-tournament partnership with Ellis Don. They've made a significant contribution to these athletes, allowing them and enabling them to participate in these events. We'd also like to thank the generous sponsorship of the Ottawa Power Wheelchair Hockey League for this live stream, which enables the friends, families, and loved ones and fans of the sport to see the action when they couldn't travel.
Absolutely.
Thank you, OPWHL, where passion meets power. Pardon the bobble.
Yeah.
There's a couple of P's in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of P's going on. That's okay. You know, I think speaking of P's, I think people is a good thing for us to talk about on this final day, right? You said it really well there, Adam. There are a lot of players we're watching on the live stream right now as they play. They wouldn't be able to be here and play without all of the people behind them, right? That is our sponsors that make it possible. This is very expensive to run a tournament like this. But it also is the coaches, the volunteers,
the care staff, PSWs, the scorekeeping table, the people that provide the food and serve the food.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a ton of people behind the players here. And so we a big shout out to all the people that made this weekend possible.
If you had anything to do with assisting in any way, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. The CEWHA is grateful for your assistance and support. We'd also like to publicly thank our veteran referee, Paul O'Leary, who's been officiating our events for so long that I can't count that.
I was just a baby, I think, when he started refereeing.
And he's brought in another veteran referee with him that we hope to maintain a long relationship with, Mike Vieira, who's done a fantastic job for us this weekend. Yeah. And we're very grateful for the officiating that's gone on here.
Yeah, we've had a great team here, working the gold judges, volunteers. It's been great. So just like that, new plans are drawn up. Little leg tap there by Ozzy as it went by the Cheeseman. Veteran player, respecting the youth. So we will see. It looks like the Holy Rollers are going with a similar rundown as they did previously. No changes with the Capitals either. Determined that wasn't done fairly, so we're going to have that face-off run again.
Yeah, Schleier requires a dowel to be able to stick handle, and it sometimes unintentionally gets tangled when you're in a face-off. So it's no fault of anybody. It's just a circumstance that you have to deal with.
Just bad luck.
It is just bad luck.
Hernandez circling back after the face-off win by Osborne. Taking a look, taking his time, going slow, taking a look. Schleier gets in on him, though. He's going to have to circle back. Pushes it down low. Ozzy's going to try and run on it.
Now Osborne in a Lamberson sandwich. Oh, with some cheese on top of the sandwich.
Cheese on top.
Cheeseman now on a breakaway again. Passed across to his brother, who's on his backhand.
Throws it across off the goalie.
Backhand shot.
Cheeseman pumps out the back door. Ozzy recovers, but he doesn't have a lot of room to move. Taking a look, seeing what he can do. Flips it up to Robbie. Robbie makes the catch, but can't recover it.
Hernandez tries a shot on net that bounces offside. The Holy Rollers needed a little instruction from our referee as to where the offside went.
Yeah, they weren't totally sure who it was. We, of course, don't play with any rules in London, so you have to...
We're not always the smartest bunch.
Lamberson winded it up, coming through the neutral zone. Pulls it back, takes a look, spins, looks. Fires off of Robbie Hernandez's head. Ozzy Osborne taking it, curling back, taking a look. Pulls back, dangles, tries to get around. Loses it, Schleier. Lamberson picks it up on the boards. Susan Mathias comes in support. induces the turnover, but Cheeseman is able to pick it up on the boards.
Cheeseman now circles inside, shot bounce, deflects off Osborne's chair to the boards. Hernandez in possession, and a shot,
Flips
long
it on
bomb,
net.
in the
It's
net!
Robbie Hernandez
Pulls a
from
miracle goal from the other side of the
half
universe.
line. That was a big shot. That's exactly what the Holy Rollers needed right there. They were able to just get up the boards. Hernandez feathered it, soft as you could be, right through the 5-hole. That's another 5-hole goal we've seen here. Normally we see a lot of goals going up into the upper part of the net here, but so far it's been a finesse game for both teams, the Capitals and the Holy Rollers, and we are tied once again. Lamberson working his way through the middle.
Osborne now passes it for Hernandez. Hernandez's stick gets stuck in the crack of the boards. Bobbles for just a moment. Dump into the far corner. Schleier now in possession. Coming right up the middle. Nope, circles back for that sweet spot.
Trying to come up the wing now. Lamberson's going to cut him off. Tries to get that long bomb, but Ozzy read it perfectly. Ozzy going to try and look for some support. He's got, up it goes to Hernandez. Hernandez trying to get to it in time. He does make it there. Can he push it through? He gets it over to Ozzy. Ozzy tries to stick handle his way through. Schleier and Cheeseman are right on him, though. Pulls it around the backside. Tries to get to his forehand. Robbie Hernandez swings at it. Can't quite get a stick on it. Schleier recovers. Schleier coming up the boards. Tries to get it through.
Blocked by Osborne and stolen. Lamberson pulling it back to the near back corner. Circling around. Schleier setting up the train for him. Blocking Matthias out of the play. Osborne on top. Clogging at the half line. Hernandez moving into the mix. Lamberson cuts to the outside. Ball's out, but Cheeseman's in pursuit. Pinched off by Judge. Jury and executioner herself, Amanda Judge.
Little scramble here, right on the line. Lamberson's trying to pull it through, pushes it out, back into the Capitals' end for Schleier.
Schleier back, picks it up, turns back to the sweet side, and he takes a run. Beautiful pass across for Lamberson. Little bobble.
Just bobbled it. That's going to be offside.
Over and back.
Despite there being 6 goals on the board, this has actually been a pretty tight checking game.
100%. There's been action at both ends. I would say the biggest difference maker in this has been the advantage of the Rollers having the strength for the long bomb.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, their ability to shoot from all ends of the court has been a big help. Oh, big win there by Robbie Hernandez right onto the stick of Osborne. Osborne lobs it. It's going to be a little high, but it stays in.
Lamberson in possession with Matthias in the tight check.
Big interception there by Matthias. She induced that turnover perfectly.
Osborne in possession now, circling back, but Cheeseman's coming in on his inside. He squeezes through. Schleier in front. Pass on net.
Just off.
Beautiful save by Bertrand.
Robbie Hernandez hits it though. Oh,
laser shot just wide.
Just missed that rebound shot.
That was so fast, I'm not sure the camera even saw it. That's the strength that a player like Robbie Hernandez has, though.
Oh, big pass to Hernandez. That's on net.
Shot, another save.
Stop. I think that might have been off of Lamberson.
I believe you're correct. Malachi now following the train of Schleier on his backhand. Hernandez getting caught on the outside, misses the train. Malachi on the inside now. Ball off to Osborne.
Capitals converged. Got the ball back. Ooh, that's a bad
bounce. Cheeseman now getting a chance. Loses the handle, and Osborne gets back on top of the play. Malachi, though, sitting deep for a pass and nearly gets it. Schleier with the ball. Here's the sweet spot and the shot. Oh, off the head of Judge. That's using your head, Dr. Judge. Osborne in possession now, taking a run, and a pass for Hernandez.
Hernandez is not.
Oh, Cheeseman just blows by Hernandez like he stands still.
Big D there by Cheeseman. Excellent back check. Hernandez is still going to get it toward the net, though. Cheeseman wheeling and dealing.
Just
trying to find a
deeks
way
around
through.
Matthias.
Finds a lane through the middle. Can't quite drag it past Hernandez. Battle ensues. Osborne's going to pick it up. Scramble. Ooh, turns back.
Cheeseman
That
with the
was
steal.
ill-advised.
And he knocks the ball away, but Osborne still picks it up and comes away with it. Picked by Hernandez, gets Osborne by. Here comes the backhand.
Oh, just off the back tire.
Beautiful save by
Bertrand.
Bertrand.
Capitals once again having trouble getting out of their own end. The Holy Rollers are running some high forecheck here. Down behind the net, Schleier circling back, looking for a way.
Oh,
Ooh,
Matthias is going
gonna
to
be
the
a
box.
penalty. That is definitely a penalty. Just a little too aggressive there on the intercept.
That was a little, more than a little. That was too aggressive. She's going to sit.
Yep, definitely.
And the question is it 2 or 4?
And can they separate them? So the referee's going to step in here. They're going to try and get them separated. There we go. Yep, it looks like we have got them pulled off. And Susie's going to be going off. So the Capitals are going to be going back on the power play. We will see if they can capitalize again. They are 1 for 1 actually on the power play at the moment. So we will see. The Capitals now have an opportunity to try and get some momentum back. It's been mostly the Holy Rollers here in the second period. No, scramble draw 1 by Robbie Hernandez, and out it goes by Osborne into the Capitals' end. Capitals retreat. Robbie Hernandez coming in fast, trying to get it. Oh, he does induce the turnover, pulls it back, pulls it, looking at it, trying to figure out where to go. Doesn't have a lot of room, though. Cheeseman tries to block him off. Hernandez gets out somehow. Going up for a run now, looking for it. We're going for a run. He's getting converged on now by 2 Capitals. Looking for a shot on net. Tries to thread it through, doesn't get it through. Osborne now picks it up. Coming with it. Turns back. Leverson's hunting. Puts it over to Hernandez. Hernandez puts it on net. It's in! A shorthanded goal by the little guy, Robbie Hernandez. And it is now 4-3 for the Holy Rollers. What a forecheck by the Rollers there. They just went in deep and got to work. Beautiful pass by Osborne. A little backhand shuffle into the corner. And just like that, it is now 4-3 for the Holy Rollers. Robbie Hernandez now picks it up, going for a bit of a run, right up against Schleier. Puts it on net, just wide, and out it goes. That'll be a face-off in the Capitals' end. Big cheer goes up at the Holy Rollers bench as Hernandez's goal is announced. And with about a minute and a half left on the power play, the Capitals have got to get out of their own zone. Big flop, it's in!
Oh my
That's
gosh!
2!
What a snipe!
Can you believe it? 2 shorthanded goals by the Holy Rollers.
Maybe
it is 5-3.
Maybe they'll just choose to leave Matthias on the bench.
Yeah, let her get as many penalties as she would like. It's a rare strategy. You don't see it very often.
It's not usually effective.
Not typically effective. But the Holy Rollers have got some momentum right now, and you can kind of see a bit of doubt starting to seep into the eyes of the Capitals. Osborne circling back. She's been right on him. Puts it up the boards. Down it goes. Robbie Hernandez is not going to get there, though.
Oh, pass across for Schleier, who's turning to circle for that sweet spot. Picked by
Bartel, sorry.
Yep. Lamberson now picking it up.
Going for a run, trying to get high. Going to try and throw it on net here. Big stop there by Osborne.
Knocks it down with his hand. Tries to advance it, but Schleier picks it up. Now he's on his sweet side, going around the net. Oh, a beautiful shot.
Another block again.
With the head.
By the judge. If you do enough PhDs, you can take as many balls off the head as you want.
She does have a big head.
Nice and hard. Full of knowledge. Cheeseman wheeling and dealing now.
Oh,
looking
pass
for
to Schleier.
Nice little drop there. That was deceptive. Another shot on net. Big
and
save.
it got the toes of Smith.
Ozzy looking for a
Holy
lane
Rollers
out.
getting heavy pressure at the moment. Up to Hernandez.
Hernandez throws it in deep.
Ball is clear.
Susan Matthias is back on. So not only did the Holy Rollers survive the penalty, but they actually came out with two shorties. Up it goes.
Off the
Robbie
chair
Hernandez stops it. It's behind him. He's trying to find it, though. Bartel trying to get there first to get the ball advantage to Bartel. Hernandez trying to get it over to Ozzy. He gets it up in front of Cheeseman. Cheeseman catches it. Tactical catch there by Cheeseman. Excellent defensive play. So we line up again in the Capitals' end. Hernandez on the backhand, pulls it back aggressively to Oz. Oz is looking for it, loses it. Lamberson coming up the wing, trying to get something on net. Judge is right on him. Bounces it. Oh, just wide. Holy, that almost worked. Capitals pressing. Cheeseman's going to pick it up at the backside here. Cheeseman trying to come out. Ozzy right on him, though. Stick battle ensues. Down it goes. Ozzy slides it down back into the Capitals' end.
Bartel slows Lamberson up there.
Yeah, a bit of miscommunication.
But Bartel is brilliantly keeping the Rollers away from Schleier, but he can't get the outlet pass. Where's the ball?
It's right in front of him. Robbie got it.
Oh, a shot by
just
Hernandez.
missed.
Tips off the toe of Bartel's stick.
Bartel making it up there for the little miscue.
100%. Oh, Lamberson blows by Osborne. Backhand. Just a little bit wide. Cheeseman now. Toe drag back to the forehand.
Going for a little whack. Robbie gets it off his stick, but it bobbles. Hernandez has got it now, trying to get it out of the zone. Circles back. Lamberson's right on him. Cheeseman right behind him. Hernandez is now bobbled up. Schleier's going to pick it up here. Ooh, this is dangerous. Schleier's going to take a look at the net, throws it.
Oh, what a goal by Kellen Schleier!
Schleier just snipes it.
Beautiful goal by Kellen Schleier.
You can see the danger starting there. Schleier slipped in on the backhand on Hernandez, scooped it up. He had time, patience, picked the quarter.
100%. Beautiful goal by Kellen Schleier to close out the second period.
Very clean shot there. Very clean shot. Scramble draw. Going to do it again.
Well, they both attacked it. I wonder if they're going to throw him out.
I think the ball may have been rolling, possibly. Sometimes they put the ball down. It doesn't quite stay where it needs to. That time, Robbie Hernandez tries to get the win there, but it is recovered. Osborne looking for a lane out.
Pinched off by Cheeseman. Cheeseman in possession with seconds left in the period. Pinched in the corner.
Hernandez looking at it. Didn't
dangerous
quite see
pass.
it coming, but they will not get penalized for it. And just like that, we have 2 periods now in the books. The Holy Rollers 5, the Ottawa Capitals 4. Nice little backhand shot here. We see this was Robbie Hernandez on the shorthanded play here. Another very good shorthanded goal here coming up by Osborne. Flips into the corner there. Oh, actually, no, that was the rebound shot. So this has been an interesting period. The Holy Rollers came out firing on all cylinders this period. They come out with the lead. Very surprising. So teams gather up. They are back with their coaches, and they are drawing up a plan for the 3rd period.
And we're back. Shot deep and wide. We've got a goaltender change here with Emerson Bartel playing net at the moment. And we've got Lamberson coming up in the roller zone on his backhand, circling to the outside. Shot ahead for Ozzy, but off his back and on the stick of Erden. Clearing attempt by Osborne, onto the stick of Schleier. Shot. Big save by Melissa Smith to save the 1-goal lead. Shot ahead for Osborne or for Hernandez. Hernandez in possession. Shot off the stick of Lamberson. Shot and a save by Emerson Bartel. Bartel coming up big on his first shot against as a step-in goaltender. Now we got Lamberson breaking up the near side boards. Judge on the pinch. Lamberson turns back. Ball's back onto the stick of Osborne. In the net. And a long bomb goal, top corner by Chris Ozzy Osborne. Onto the stick of Osborne after the faceoff. Clean win, but won hard by Hernandez. Osborne in possession, coming up the near side boards. Outlet pass blocked by Schleier. Toe drag pass. Goes where it needs to, but Hernandez loses the race. Beautiful pick by Erden. Schleier in possession in his own corner. Schleier circling around, looking for that sweet lane. Picks it up on the far side. Break up by Matthias. Osborne in possession now. Pass to Hernandez. Tries a give and go, but it goes in the wrong direction. Schleier in possession now. Outlet pass for Erden. Erden on the run. Judge on the inside. Oh, Lamberson on the outside now. Gets a shot onto the back of the net. Just a moment late. If he'd had 2 more feet of possession before he launched that, it would have hit the front side of Smith or gone in the net. Clearing by Osborne. Oh, picked up by Hernandez. Hernandez on 2 wheels, back down, and a shot on net, saved by Lamberson. Brilliant save. Sorry, not by Lamberson, by Bartel. Emerson Bartel makes a great save. Oh, and we've got Brian Bertrand back in the net. Shot by Osborne into the lap of Matt Lamberson. Erden with the ball now. Scrum right in front of the bench. Scorekeeper table here. Lamberson on the far side in possession. Looking for the shot off the inside of Judge's chair. Cutting inside. Ball back on the stick of Lamberson. Oh, Osborne tries to squeeze by and steal it, but Lamberson cuts inside. A little bit of a slap by Hernandez, puts the ball back to Osborne. Shot by Osborne. Into the chair. Brilliant save by Brian Bertrand. Onto the stick of Lamberson. Game speeding up now. Here comes Lamberson on the near side boards. Backhand. Intercepted by Osborne. Osborne pinched by Erden. Erden steals the ball. Takes a whack at it. Tries to pass to Schleier. Osborne getting a stick in there. Osborne in possession. Outlet pass. Outlet clearing attempt. Picked up in his own zone by Lamberson. Malachi up the outside boards. Backhand deflected wide by the stick of Osborne. Erden now in the corner. Tries to pass back. Oh, Hernandez puts the ball in his own crease. Pardon me. It's behind the net. Clearing attempt on to Erden. Ball's across in front of the net. Hernandez and Lamberson. Stick battle. Hernandez is a guy I would not want to arm wrestle. Erden now looking to poke it around under the stick of Smith. Osborne fighting with Erden. Comes away with the ball. Tries to pass it to Hernandez. Hernandez misses the pass. Lamberson in there with Hernandez again. Ball's out of bounds. Hernandez versus Schleier. Face off deep in the roller zone, and the ball deflects across the top of the slot. Osborne in possession in his own end now. Looking for the outlet pass for Hernandez. He misses sight, loses sight of it. Malachi now in possession in his own end. Turning back towards Schleier, and then retreating and going back to the forehand side. Lamberson on his forehand, pinched off by Osborne on the boards. Lamberson cuts inside. A little bit of a bump by Schleier allows him to pick it up and return to his desired attack. Pass by Schleier for Lamberson. Here's an opportunity for Lamberson if he can get it to the net. He turns. Lamberson with Osborne on the inside. Pass. Oh, a shot by Cheeseman, saved by Smith. Amanda Judge on Cheeseman. Matthias now on Cheeseman. Now Osborne into the mix. Osborne now on the ball. Pass to Hernandez. Missed and onto the stick of Schleier in his own corner. Ball underneath the chair of Bertrand. It's loose. In the corner, no one knows where it is. Osborne in possession now. Osborne attempts a shot, gets deflected into the corner. Oh, out of bounds. Osborne in possession of the ball. Looking for a shot, but Cheeseman keeps the lane. Drives him back into his own end. Pressure's on the Capitals now. They need a steal. Osborne can kill the clock if he wants to. Osborne sneaks through the two of them. I think I missed a penalty. It looks like we have coinciding minors here between Hernandez and Malachi Lamberson. Oh, and we have a goal by Chris Osborne, spreading the gap to 3 with 4 minutes left to play. Osborne versus Schleier. Cheeseman now in possession of the ball behind his own net. Outlet pass to Schleier. Oh, just a little bit offline. Schleier pushes it ahead. Matthias pinches hard on Schleier. Osborne comes away with possession of the ball. Osborne squeaks across in front of his own net, behind Cheeseman. Shot! And another goal by Chris Osborne. Oh, bobble by Osborne. Cheeseman in possession. Toe drag through the underneath Judge. Schleier coming around the net looking to pick up the garbage. Schleier in the corner now. Coming to the forehand. Schleier in possession. Shot by Schleier. Out of bounds. Face off back for Lamberson. At the top of the slot. Nice lob. Oh, and almost got the deflection from Cheeseman into the net. Capitals scrambling. Smith across on the front side. Ball's up underneath Judge. Lamberson pokes at it. Another poke. Osborne out with it. Another long bomb from Osborne. Goes wide. Oh, and we got a big stick on the boards. Nice smile from veteran referee Paul O'Leary. Oh, outlet pass to Lamberson. Just missed. Hernandez with a stick on it, misses it. Lamberson's away now. Shot by Lamberson. Rolls off the heel. Looking for a wraparound now. Hernandez whacking at it. Clearing attempt by Hernandez is successful. Lamberson loses the ball for a moment, but now he's away with a breakaway. Shot across. Goal by Lamberson. It's not going to make a difference in the game, but hopefully it helps the morale of the Capitals. This team has lost a game against the Holy Rollers in the finals in 2026, and they bounced back brilliantly and came back for the win in the final game. So a little bit of a role reversal here in 2026. We see the Holy Rollers with a 3-goal advantage with 15 seconds left, and the pressure's going to be on the Capitals to adjust strategy for Game 2. But rest assured that you're going to see an amazing team. Long bomb by Osborne to clear the zone. And Lamberson just waits in the corner. So we have Game 1 of the best-of-3 series won by the London Holy Rollers. We have a role reversal from 2026. We have the London Holy Rollers taking the first of 3, or the first game of the best-of-3 series for bronze against the Ottawa Capitals. Up next, Game 1 of the gold medal series between the Toronto Lake Raiders and the Calgary Flames. this off the table. Can you guys tell if it's still functioning? Does it still work? Are you guys getting feedback from me? Okay. Sorry about that. I think I did something to it, though. We're back, and we're ready for game one of the gold medal best of three series between the Calgary Flames and the Toronto Lake Raiders. We're going to see a head-to-head matchup of the two best teams in the tournament. Backstopping both teams, we've got all-star goaltender Ishan Manarakar versus Joey Sheck, who has been an absolute beast in this tournament. Very impressed with Joey Sheck. I haven't seen him since 2019. Little stick tap for sportsmanship before the game starts. Face-off win by Harb. Ogho in possession. Circles back, pressured by Petruska. Ogho coming around his net. Petruska keeps the lane, so Ogho can't go. Patron in possession. Stick check from Klemmer. Knocks it off Harb's stick. Patron, shot. Blocked by Kevin Sheck. Harb behind the net on his backhand. Stick check by Patron. We got a little bit of a board malfunction due to the contact. Fixed by our official and our amazing goal judges. I'd like to thank all of the goal judges who volunteered throughout this event. The Chaplot family from London provided our goal judging staff for days 1 and 2. And we have the OPWHL providing our goal judges for the finals of the match. Now we've got Nasib Ogho in possession of the ball behind his own net. Coming up to the near side boards. Petruska on the inside. Shot by Harb. Is well wide and deep in the capital zone. Klemmer in possession behind his own net. Getting pressured by Harb. Outlet pass is not far enough. Harb in possession now in the corner. That was a shot out of bounds by Roddy Harb. We'll see how long he gets away with that. Dump back by Harb onto the stick of Nasib. Nasib does a little bit of a bobble over Petruska's stick. Nasib dumps it out into the Calgary zone. Chabon now. Harb in possession of the ball. Looking for the forehand. Petruska just gets into the lane. Oh, he ducks behind. Gets a pass across for Nassib, just a little hot. Clemmer now, backhand clearing pass. Desperately trying to clear the zone. Patron gets it out. Sheck all over Patron now. Pass by Patron goes behind the Lake Raider net. Picked up by Harb. Petruska across. Pinches. Harb to his backhand. Coming across now on his backhand. Toe drag. Ball picked up by Ogho. Ogho in possession. Goes across the footrest to Patron. Outlet pass. Stopped. Blocked. Turned by Petruska. Picked up by Chabon. Clemmer now pulling it. Maricard deflects it off to the corner brilliantly. Harb now in a flame sandwich. Ball's off to the corner. Patron trying to pull it out. Underneath his chair. Under Harb's chair. Pulled out by Clemmer. Oh, stick slap by Ogho. Patron's now away with the ball. Oh, a Deacon shot by Patron was just a little bit out of reach and he missed the net. Petruska now across for Harb. Takes him back to the forehand. That's where Harb wants to be anyway. Outlet pass for Ogho. He's got a moment for a shot. And shot deflects off Petruska's chair. On to Clemmer. Ogho in possession in his own end on his backhand. Coming up the far side boards. Turtles back to get to the forehand. Picked by Harb brilliantly. Oh, a little contact between Ogho and Clemmer. Chabon now. Getting it on her stick and takes a quick run. Petruska. Ball's under his chair. Trying to move off of it. Not much room to move with Joey Sheck moves now. Petruska's got some room. Ball's bobbling around. Onto the stick of Ogho in his own end. Clemmer on the inside lane. Taking a stick slap. Shot on net. Off the caster of Minrakar. Patron around the net. Outlet pass to Clemmer. It's there. Coburn taking the inside lane. Drop pass for Patron. A little too hot. Petruska's keeping the inside lane, keeping Ogho off of it. Oh, to the middle and Harb comes up. Clearing attempt by Patron is picked up by Ogho. Pass for Harb. Intercepted by Clemmer. Clemmer to the inside, near side boards. Harb picks it up. Pass for Ogho. Little frustration there from Patron. The passing of the Lake Raiders is a little bit more on point than the Flames right now, but this game is pretty even. There's been attempts at both ends. Patron tries to bump it off the boards to himself, but Sheck gets himself in front of Patron, slows him down so that Harb can get on. Oh, a shot by Patron off the skull of Petruska. Ogho in possession now, behind Sheck. Shifty in the corner, looking for the outlet pass. A little long, but Petruska's going to get in front of Harb and let Chabon take over. Pardon me. Pass to Patron. Outlet pass off the face of Sheck. Ogho in possession, getting stick slapped. Out the back door for Harb. Chabon on the ball, taking a run. Chabon gets stick slapped by Harb, loses the ball. Clemmer tries to rush past Harb. Toe drag gets Harb back on his forehand side. Outlet pass to Ogho. Cut off by Petruska. That stopped a breakaway. Clemmer now in possession. A little bit of an outlet pass clearing attempt. Ends up on the stick of Ogho in his own end. Shifty back to his forehand side. Clearing attempt picked up by Chabon. Harb's on the outside though. Chabon into the corner with the ball. Patron on. And a great save by Manarakar. Patron looking for a shot here. He's got the ball. No lane. Coburn says, not today, Mr. Patron. Patron back in possession of the ball. Dump onto the back of Sheck's chair, looking for a lucky bounce, but it comes back to Patron. Patron back in possession. He gives it away to Ogho. Oh, top corner shot. Beautiful save by Manarakar. Patron in possession on the near side boards. Dumped past Ogho. Picked up. Shot by Patron. Goes into the chair of Sheck. Clemmer fighting for it and gets it. Oh. Harb now in possession on the far side boards where he wants to be. And a high lob by Roddy Harb. Saved by Manarakar, but pressured. Patron pressured by Ogho. Patron turns. Brilliant picks by both Petruska and Chaban. Patron just sends it ahead. Deep into the zone. Ogho picks it up. Has to turn back. Chaban shoves it under Harb's chair. Petruska races back to help out with the double coverage on Harb. Harb fighting. Comes back with the ball. Resets. On his backhand. Quickly to the forehand. Pass across for Ogho. Here's a chance for Nasib Ogho. Shot into the chair of Manarakar. Beautiful save again by Ishan Manarakar. Patron in possession on the far side, coming up the boards. Goes behind. He's on his backhand. And he tries a backhand flick that's just wide. Clemmer reaching. Gets a pass across towards the front of the net. Under the chair of Coburn. Stick battle won by Ogho. Coming up the near side boards, Petruska races to close the lane. Clemmer with it now underneath his chair. Doesn't know where it is. He's got to get off the ball. A lot of sticks in the mix here. Clemmer again under his chair. Stick battle coming out between Harb and Petruska. Back up by Harb. Patron with the ball now. Pick set. Chaban holding the inside lane brilliantly on Ogho. Clemmer now with Harb on his backside and this Ogho on the front side. Ball's underneath Chaban's chair. Clemmer and Harb going at it in the corner. Patron now into the mix. Reverse roll. Ball's out. Ball's behind the Flame net at this point. Ogho looking for a backhand. Save Manarakar. Another shot saved by Manarakar. Clearing attempt by the Flames. Picked up by Ogho. Petruska now holding the inside lane. Shot is blocked by Chaban. Oh, little miscommunication between Clemmer and Petruska results in a crash. Harb comes up with the ball, moving into the corner. Shot across, in front, out the back door of Ogho. Harb, backhand just wide. Harb coming back to the forehand. Clemmer on the inside. Oh, his chair turned off. Harb wins the race, but Petruska picks up the assignment. Sheck blocks off Petruska. Shot by Harb off the chair of Manarakar. Beautiful save by Ishan Manarakar. Now, Patron behind his own net. Covered by Ogho. Outlet pass for Clemmer. Missed by Coburn. Clemmer behind the Lake Raider net. Tries to bring it back. Turns. Patron in possession of the ball. Shot by Patron. Gets loose. Clemmer. Shot into the chair. Shack. Clemmer in possession. Banks it off the boards. But picked up by Ogho. Petruska now over on Nasib Ogho. Outlet shot. Coming down, and Jaden's on the inside. Jaden, little tip on the ball for Patron. Patron turns quickly. Ogho on the inside. Coming up the near side boards. Contact between Patron and Ogho. Shot. And we have the first goal of the game by Cody Patron from nearly half court. Down low. A lot of chairs between Joey Sheck and Cody Patron. I don't believe he saw that shot. It was fast, but Sheck has made saves on faster shots than that during this tournament. I think it was a blind shot for him. So we have a 1-0 lead for the Calgary Flames as we close out this first period. Oh! Face-off set up by Paul O'Leary. And we've got Clemmer and Harb in the face-off circle. Face-off won cleanly by Harb. Ogho on the inside lane. Nasib Ogho. Shot is wide. Clemmer now goes right to Harb. Massive contact between Clemmer and Harb. Harb looking for a call there. Probably should get one with the amount of momentum that Clemmer came in with. He came in hot. It was behind the net, though, and the view of Paul O'Leary and the goal judge was blocked by the goal judge. It was just a collision at the wrong place at the wrong time. There'll be more before the day's over. More pieces, that is. And once again, we'll like to take this opportunity to thank our platinum sponsor of the event, Ellis Don. The CEWHA is building on a great relationship with Ellis Don, being our platinum sponsor for the third tournament in a row. We're very grateful to Ellis Don for making this tournament possible for these 50 athletes. We're grateful and appreciate the assistance of all the PSWs, the parents, the goal judges, the officiating staff, the live stream team here at Carleton has done a fantastic job for us. We'd also like to thank the Ottawa Power Wheelchair Hockey League for the generous sponsorship of this event, allowing the friends, family, and loved ones of all of these athletes to watch from home. Thank you, OPWHL. That is where passion meets power. So we've got a lot of hydration and education going on between coaches and teams. A 1-goal game with lots of hockey yet to be played. The referees are razzing one another at this point. It's been a long weekend, and these two have officiated a lot of games. I wish I had a stat sheet from all the years and all the tournaments that Paul O'Leary has officiated in. We need to have a stat sheet for our officials. They are amazing. Face-off won by Harb. Ogo in possession. Sheck setting the pick for Ogo. Shot by Ogo. Long bomb. Chawan now on the ball. Harb coming in. Harb reaching. Patron reaching. Underneath Chaban's chair. Patron comes away with it. Sheck on the inside. Patron blows by him. Oh, a flop by Patron is a little low. Blocked by Coburn brilliantly. Sheck now in possession, looking for the pass to Ogo. Ball's underneath Ogo's chair, out in front of Ogo. Stick battle in the opposite corner now between Clemmer and Harb. Clemmer's pinched in. Tries to back pass, but Harb comes away with it. Petruska forces Harb back. Stick's knocked out of his hand. Clemmer in possession now. Looking for the high flop. No lane though. Stick check by Ogo forces Clemmer back. Ogo rides up the side of Clemmer, but his veteran skills allowed him to drive back off without flipping. Ogo now picks it up behind his own net. Oh, circles back. Nice pass to Harb on the near side boards. And a flop. Hits the crossbar and bounces out of bounds. Roddy Harb nearly sniping the top corner on the backside of Manarakar. Manarakar with a big smile on his face. Gotta love the guy. When the action gets hot, he just gets hotter. We have Ogo now. High shot. Just wide. Stays in bounds. Clemmer on his backhand. Clearing attempt. Underneath Coburn. Shot by Patron is saved by Harb. Second shot goes out of bounds. Great positioning by Roddy Harb to block that shot from Cody Patron. Win by Harb, again out of bounds. Harb and Clemmer, try it again. Clean win by Harb, back to Ogo. Petruska on fire, but Ogo dekes him. Now to the near side boards, stick slap by Patron, puts the ball back in the corner. Ogo on his forehand, squeaks away on the inside. Stick check by Patron, puts the ball on the far wall. Ogo back on his backhand. Petruska on the inside. Pinches. There's a flame sandwich. Sheck now on Petruska on Harb. Behind the net. Clemmer pinches him in. Pass to Ogo. Clears the Raider zone. Shaban now in possession of the ball in the corner. Waiting for a teammate to catch up for the pass. Patron's in on it, but Ogo's right on his back. Looking for a lane out. Patron looking for a lane out of the corner. And he can't get a lane without facing two tough sticks. Communication going on between the Flames. Toe drag pass for Clemmer's on the boards. Coburn now on it. And Coburn knocks it back. Clemmer up on two wheels. Chaban in possession of the ball. Chaban going for a run. Chaban still in possession of the ball. Drops it off for Clemmer now on the end boards. Chaban given space. A pass off Harb's wheels. Chaban again on the ball. Little bit of a push there on Chaban, shoves the boards. Petruska leading. Patron on his forehand, or backhand. Oh, steal by Ogho. Right in the slot for Harb. Shot by Harb, saved by Manarikar. Coach is calling for a shot from Clemmer. He doesn't make it. Now Harb comes away with it. Hard smack by Patron. Ball lost to Harb. Petrushkin now on Harb. Blocks Harb off the ball momentarily. Harb dekes around and gets back on the ball. Petrushkin possession now, going for a run. Ball's in the corner. Patron in possession. On the boards. Getting stick slapped. Pass to Clemmer. Shot! Off a chair to the near side boards. Harb's in possession in front of the score table. Pass across for Ogho. Shot goes off Petrushka's chair. Ball's on the end boards. Patron in possession. Going behind the net. Harb's not going to let him through. Brilliant pinch by Harb and a pass to Ogho. Ogho on two wheels for the second time in the game. Stays on four. Petrushka on a break. Oh, Patron tries to steal it, but Harb quickly spin around and makes a pass for Ogho. Brilliant deke by Ogho. Loses the handle momentarily. And a rebound ends up in the net off the stick of Nasib Ogho. Brilliant deke by Roddy Harb, deep in his own end. Sets up the pass for Nasib Ogho to get the breakaway. Manarikar gets the first one but couldn't stop the second one. Beautiful goal by Nasib Ogho, and this game is tied at 1. Oh, we got a secondary assist on the goal. Would you expect anything less in a gold medal first matchup? Ooh, Harb in possession again. Another shot. Oh, misses the top corner by inches. Harb starting to heat up against these Flames. Clemmer out and Barrett back in. Or not back in, but Barrett into the game for the first time. They lose the strength, but they gain the positional experience of Jeff Barrett. I think I'm giving him a nickname of Set the Bar High for Barrett. Roddy Harb in possession of the ball now, on his backhand. Harb, hard up the boards, turns back to his forehand, pass off to Ogho. Pass, or deflection ends up on the stick of Patron. Clemmer on his backhand now, tries a pass, but deflection, bobbled deflection goes off both players and out of bounds. Face off deep in the Lake Raider zone. We've got Nasib Ogho in possession behind it in the far corner. Spins quickly, tries a shot, but deflects off Patron and out of bounds. Patron and Harb in the face-off circle. Quick spin by Harb. Pass. Oh, brilliant play set up. Harb loses sight of it, though. It was a lob pass over his head, so Chabon now in possession of the ball behind her own net. Ogho's coming in looking for a steal. Chabon slows down just at the wrong time and gives up the ball. Ogho comes up with it, pass to the front, off the wheel of Harb. Sheck now, tip to Harb. Harb on the inside. Pass, or shot, off the chair of Petrushka. That's 2 balls out of bounds by Harb in the first period. Drop pass, or face-off win cleanly. Shot by Ogho, saved by Manarakar. Harb takes a rebound shot, and Manarakar gets that as well. Harb in possession, right in front of Manarakar. Manarakar smiling. He just loves the pressure. Patron now, dangling, outlet, clearing attempt is into the Lake Raider end. Brian Rakowski covering for Sheck. Sheck in possession, going around his own net. Oh, we're gonna get a penalty for Brian Rakowski being in the crease. Maybe not. Looks like Rakowski got away with one there. Maybe my line was wrong. Maybe he was right at the edge. Ogo in possession in front of his own net. Turning behind now. Coming up the far side boards on his forehand. Pass to Harb. Just a little hot. Barrett now in possession. Clearing attempt by Barrett is out. Onto the backhand of Harb, pass to Ogo. Ogo pass for Harb. Manarakar so confidently going into the corner to block Harb from being able to get to the ball. Gets it. The ball gets to Barrett, and Manarakar returns to his net. Evan the Man Moscow into the game now for Chaban. Petruska. Oh, deflection. Saved by Manarakar. Spin back save. Onto the stick of Patron. Manarakar keeping the game tied at 1. The confidence of this athlete is just mind-boggling. Evan Moscow pinching Ogho tightly against the boards. Now he's stopped, looking for a back pass. Patron's got the wall blocked. Oh! Patron heads back into the Ogho wall. Ball trickles through. Barrett's after it in the corner. Oh, we have a chair problem. Little bit of a chair adjustment for Moscow, and we're back in action here. Patron in possession. Shot and save by Brian Rakowski. Face-off win by Harb. Moscow pinches off Ogho. Petruska on the other side of the pinch. Looking for the ball. Battling with Ogho. Ogho in possession now on the far side boards. Outlet pass blocked by Moscow. Barrett keeps it in bounds. Pass to Petruska. Pass to Patron. Oh, toe drag. Goes a little bit wide of the Lake Raider net. Rakowski in action in the corner now. Harb wins the battle with Barrett. momentarily. Rakowski getting out of there now, getting back to his position. Pass to Ogho, coming up the far side boards. And Ogho stuck in the corner, can't get out, but he can get the ball out. Pass ahead, Harb on a breakaway again. Oh, Petruska steals the ball. Parker Petruska has had the tournament of his career. This guy is, I've been calling him the bully, but he might get the name stud. Barrett into the action here. Pass off to Patron. Looking for a lane. And Patron gets this ball in front. Could have had a deflection off Sheck, but it goes cleanly through into the corner. Sheck in possession. Moscow and Sheck doing battle in the corner to close out the period. Shot on net, saved by Sheck. We enter the third period of game one of the gold medal series. Harb on the outside. Long bomb on Manrakar. Tipped off the toe of his stick into the far corner. Lemieux and Vecchio into the game now. Doucette also into the game for the Flames. Shot by Doucette, just wide. Veteran Gerald Doucette had a great scoring chance early in the third. Harb now, Spinorama loses the ball, bobbles out in front. Rakowski tips it ahead. Lemieux tips it. Ball's back to the stick of Harb. Oh, pass by Vescio. Over and back. We got Gerald Doucette on Roddy Harb, righty on lefty. Cleanly won by Harb. Oh, he turns with a quick shot. What a great angle from Roddy Harb. And a rebound by Vescio is also saved by Manor-Nakar. Ball's out in front. Petruska turns it forward. Ball's to Harb at the top of the slot as he turns to the boards and shoots. Oh, actually, I think it was a pass intended for Vescio, and it was very close, just bouncing. Vescio missed it, and it just squeaked over the boards. Face-off won by Doucette. Moscow with the pick. Patron's on the outside. Harb on the inside. Shot. Saved by Sheck. Deflection is wide. Doucette now turns, bounces off Harb's chair. Harb quickly spins back. He's got Petruska on the inside. Petruska strips the ball from Harb. Now Lemieux in. Attempting to pass back to Harb, but Doucette's got the ball on the outside now. Oh, an attempt by Doucette puts the ball out in front of Roddy Harb. Patron gets back into position. Oh, a tip by Vescio. Harb had his back turned to it. He didn't see it. Petruska's picked it up. Tipped it ahead for Patron. Moscow now leading Patron. Cutting inside, but Vescio's right on him. Patron comes back to the forehand side. Pushed and bumped on the boards. Patron. Shot. Off the head of Rakowski and out of bounds. Nice shot by Patron. Great coverage by Roddy Harb as well. Doucette again facing off with Harb. Won by Harb again, but Petruska jams right in there. Ball's in the corner. Harb stuck between Petruska and Doucette. Oh, brilliant outlet clearance pass back into the flame zone onto the stick of Patron. Pinched by Lemieux. Shot into the body of Vescio and out of bounds. Face-off one. Ball's near the Flames bench at this point. Patron in possession. Turns back to his forehand. Looking for the lead by Moscow. There's not enough room. Patron backs up. Ball. Clearing attempt goes off the chair of Moscow and out of bounds. Don't kill the referee, gentlemen. We need him for many more years to come. Harb against the set. A little bit of a better chance by Doucette there. Oh, he does come away with it. Martins and Patron contact. Some contact between Patron and Harb too. Martins circles around with it. There's going to be an advantage for the Lake Raiders there. Oh, a turnaround by Petruska puts the ball underneath Sheck. It's back loose. Harb's in possession. Turning back to his forehand, but runs into Doucette. Doucette and Harb stick battle. Patron coming away with it. All kinds of commands coming from both benches here. Patron trying to put it through Humans, but gets the fortunate bounce. Oh, and I see the backhand flopped from Patron for the first time. Goes a little high and a little high on the near side. Klemmer back into the game against Harb. Ball won by Harb, but out of bounds. Seems to be having a strong lefty for the Lake Raiders, being the home team, has been quite an advantage for them in the face-offs. Now we've got Lemieux running around behind his own net. Patron coming across the top of the slot. Martin's on the inside lane. Harb and Patron. Klemmer tries a backhand slap. Lemieux takes it off to the corner. A little bit of contact between Lemieux and Moscow. Harb comes up with the ball on his backhand. Harb does the quick toe drag back that everybody knows him for. Oh, shot by Patron, squeaks in the backside. And the Flames have taken the lead with 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third period of game one. Klemmer versus Harb. Shot goes offside. We now have a face-off in the far side of the Calgary zone. Nasib Ogo, the constant gentleman, putting the ball ahead for Paul O'Leary, understanding the fatigue of these officials. Shot by Harb off the shaft of Patron. Shot off the back of the head of Klemmer onto the stick of Ogo. Patron in possession in his own end, coming up close to Harb. Oh, and he gives it up to Harb right in front of his own net. And we got a goal from Roddy Harb. Harb tying the game up within a minute in a very short time after the Flames goal. Pardon the verbal bobble. The commentator is a little tired as well. But adrenaline will keep us going. Is this not the most amazing power hockey you've ever seen, folks? Face-off win by Klemmer to Patron. Pass ahead for Klemmer. Shot across the top of the crease. No one there to receive it. Patron looking to come out with it. He's got it on the outside. Pick set by Chaban, but Ogo gets there. We have a penalty to number 14, Nasib Ogo. Okay, so timeout for the Flames has just expired. And the Toronto Lake Raiders have chosen to take a timeout as well. When we come back, we are going to have a power play with 4 minutes remaining for the Calgary Flames. And the game is tied at 2. You can split the tension with a knife. And our referees are just smiling and laughing. I'm being corrected. One of our referees isn't smiling. He looks like that we need to bring a hospital bed in here. We got a few back at the building. We'll have to bring one over for our official before we get to games 2 of the event. We don't intentionally abuse our staff here, but it does sometimes happen unintentionally. So, back to the face-off after the Toronto timeout. We've got Clemmer on Harb with Sheck Brothers and Rakowski to kill the penalty. Face-off win by Harb. Harb wins cleanly. Got it behind himself. Outlet pass. Blocked and kept inside, but onside by Chabon. Patron looking for an angle to shoot. Shot goes far into the corner. Clemmer on it now. Turning on his backhand. Ball bounce across. Clemmer pass to Cody. Chabon with the screen pick. Patron. Shot. Into the air, knocked out of the air by Clemmer. Loses possession though. Chabon now trying to get it to Patron, and does. Ball out of Patron's chair. Rakowski now on Clemmer, forcing him back to his backhand on the weak side. Pass behind the net for Patron. Looking for a wraparound, but Patron lost sight of it for a moment. Now Rakowski in. Harb now on the ball, on the wall. Pass across to the far side just to kill some more clock and make some space. Chabon now in possession. Pass to Patron. Patron now. Harb's on the inside. Just waiting for Patron. Lob. Just wide. Patron misses the shot. Ball's out of bounds. Ball's out of bounds. Ball's out of bounds. Third face off. Ball's out of bounds. Harb in possession behind his own net now. Harb getting pinched. Clemmer in possession. Harb on his inside. Clemmer. Harb picked off. Shot by Clemmer. Just wide. Patron in possession on the front side. Harb takes the lane away. Comes out with possession of the ball and dumps it. Chabon keeps it on side. Clemmer now tries a toe drag. Ball's underneath Harb's chair. Patron now. Oh, and a toe drag shot by Patron goes high and wide, high and on the inside corner, and he missed by inches. Face-off win by Harb. To Ogho. And Harb just saved the game for the Toronto Lake Raiders. That was an amazing penalty kill. There were a lot of good opportunities for the Flames. Shot by Patron into the chair of Sheck, out to the front. Backhand by Clemmer. Goes behind the net. Ogho in possession now. Ball is cleared into the Flame zone. 45 seconds left to play. Chabon going into the corner. Harb after. Harb on his forehand looking to pull the ball back. But Chabon passes it off to Clemmer. Pass smacked back by Harb. Ball's on the far side boards by Chabon. Clemmer and Ogho going at it with the stick battle. Harb waiting for a pass, but the ball's on Patron's stick. And for the first game of the gold medal series, we are going to overtime. It wouldn't be a gold medal series without a little overtime. Just make everybody sweat a little bit more. Our second official is just loving these extended games. Stay tuned, folks. We're about to see 5 minutes of insanity. Got a great replay there on the tying goal by Roddy Harb. Once again, we'll thank our platinum sponsor, Ellis Don. Thank you, Ellis Don, for making this tournament possible for all of these athletes. And again, we thank our face-off sponsor, the Ottawa Power Wheelchair Hockey League, so that all the family, friends, loved ones, and fans of the sport can view this event without traveling. OPWHL, where passion meets power. I'm looking down at both benches, and I see smiles and looks of determination. Nothing but intense games here at the CEWHA. So we've got the lineups coming back out for the 5-minute overtime. This is sudden death, so if any of the two teams scores, that ends the game. Very intense expressions as the teams come back to the face-off circle. The beginning of the game, stick taps. Face-off won by Harb. Cleanly to Ogho. He bobbles it a little bit, though. Pass back for Harb is a little bit wide. Moscow in position. Oh, ball off the face of Patron. Patron takes a ball off the face. Pretty hard. I heard the click with my earmuffs on, so we get in a face-off back at the face-off circle. Important to note that Harb was trying to take a shot. It was not by no means intentional. We've got Ogho now in possession of the ball. Ooh, contact between Ogho and Clemmer. Patron in possession now. Oh, he tries a toe drag and loses the handle. Gives up possession to Harb. Harb tries a shot. Ball's behind the Calgary net. Moscow in possession. Moscow getting bullied by Nassib. Stick slap by Manarkar puts the ball behind his net. Harb now in possession on his forehand. There's the shot. Just a little bit wide on the near side. Roddy Harb is insanely dangerous from that spot. Oh, shot by Ogho. Long and high. Little equipment adjustment for Evan the Man Moscow. These chairs are designed as personal mobility devices. A weekend of this sort of action causes a little bit of damage and requires some adjustment. We've got Ogho now racing down for the ball with Patron on his back. He doesn't see Petruska coming up the other side, though. Clearing attempt into Petruska's chair. Oh, Ogho slickly sneaks it by. Ogho goes for a lift and successfully lifts it out of bounds. Clemmer versus Harb. It's a tough battle for. We got Patron. Oh, and a shot wafted by Clemmer to a wide open net. Clemmer now in possession. Shot! Saved by Sheck. This Ogho now passed up for Harb. Harb on the near side boards. Oh, Deeks inside. Stick slap by Clemmer sends the ball back into the Lake Raider end. Harb on his backhand. Stick check by Patron. Puts the ball off onto the stick of Petruska. Pass back for Patron is too hot. Sneaks through. Harb gets a hard hit. Troy Clemmer. Troy Clemmer in the box for the remainder of the game. So, with 1 minute left to play, we have a tie game between the Lake Raiders and the Flames. Lake Raiders on a power play.
1 minute. 1 minute. Jaden, you're too deep.
Ball stopped by Coburn. Off to Ogho.
30 seconds. On you. Whoa. Parker, get space.
Shot by Patron. Goal! We have a shorthanded goal by Cody Patron to win the game in overtime. There will not be a shootout in game one, folks. The Flames are definitely on fire. That is not the end, though, folks. These teams will see themselves at least one more time and maybe twice. Stay tuned for the action after lunch.